Well, 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 my brand new EcoDiesel is marking its territory. It's not good. So I noticed this spot on my driveway and bottom of my oil pan is wet, and I don't think it's the Fumoto valve, because if you look way up in there, it's wet up on the bottom of the engine. And if I go even farther up in there, you can see right there in the middle of the shot, you can see some drips of oil coming off some component way up there on the engine. So let me pop the hood and see if I can see anything under there. Well, I don't see any oil in the oil filter valley right there, so it doesn't look like the oil filter is leaking. That's interesting. Thing up here on top, everything looks pretty dry up here. Oil filter housing looks to be dry, so whatever's leaking is coming from down there around the area of the AC compressor, because it's wet on the bottom of the compressor, but I don't see anything on top of the compressor. So looks like I might have to ask the dealership to take a peek at this. I've only got a little over 5,000 miles on it, so obviously it should not be leaking anywhere. Interesting. Okay, I'm up under here doing a little bit more digging, and I've noticed that the harmonic balancer cover, see how it's wet right there on the right hand side? And then if you look a little closer, I don't know if the camera is going to show it or not, but it looks like it's wet between the head and the block right up there. Shaky video, I know, but can you see that? So this oil leak is coming from somewhere on the front of the engine. And I don't know exactly what the actual culprit is, but obviously it's under warranty, and that's for the dealership to figure out. So I just wanted to show you guys this. 5,400 miles, and this is going to be the first trip to the dealership for the EcoDiesel. Very unfortunate. Hopefully it's something minor, though. You never know. Sometimes these things can be something minor. So I just dropped the truck off over at the dealership, and they kind of made it sound like it might be a little while before they get a chance to diagnose it. They said that they have a diesel mechanic who's not there today or something, so it might be a day or two before they can diagnose it and even figure out, you know, what they're gonna have to do to fix it. So guess I'll have to wait, but in the meantime, they did give me a loaner. They got this little Jeep Compass, or no, it's not a Compass, it's a Renegade, a Jeep Renegade is what this is. They gave me as a loaner vehicle, so I guess I'll be driving this little thing around for, hey, it's getting good mileage though. It's showing me like 27 miles per gallon, so that's that's pretty awesome. Save a little gas for a few days, but yeah, that's what's going on with the EcoDiesel. Hopefully it's nothing major, but it looked to me like it's coming from somewhere up around the timing cover, or maybe even hopefully not, maybe even a head gasket, but anyway, time will tell. And then well, it's been a few days. Just a quick little update on the truck. They still don't know exactly where the oil leak is coming from, and they suspect that it's somewhere back there behind the timing cover, some kind of a gasket or seal or something. But something in the air today is just driving me crazy. Allergy season's coming on, I guess. But anyhow, the other thing about it is I had a loaner vehicle that they gave me, the little Jeep Renegade, and I had to take it back because they said that the warranty wouldn't cover it. So I'm working with Ram customer care to try to get that resolved. I think they should cover a loaner. You know, if you got to take your brand new truck back in for an oil leak, they should at least give you a loaner vehicle, right? So I'm trying to get that resolved too. But you know, for the time being, I had to take that vehicle back because they were going to charge me for it. And when my case manager calls me, hopefully we'll get that all squared away. So this doesn't, hopefully it won't turn into a big fiasco, you know. But anyhow, that's all I know for now. Leaky engine, trying to figure out why. And when I get more info, I'll post it up here later on. Hey guys, so quick update on the truck today. diesel technician finally got a chance to look at it, and they called me and said that they believe it's coming from the timing cover on the left side of the timing cover. They called, since they haven't really dealt with many of these new Gen 3 engines yet, they called Chrysler, sent some pictures over to them. They looked at it and they agreed that's probably where it's coming from. And he put some dye in the oil and drove the truck and saw dye coming out in that area. So it pretty much confirms that the timing cover is the source of the oil leak. Problem is, I'm looking at a week just to get the parts. And then once they get the parts, it's another day, a full day of work. So it sounded like it's going to be a big job. He's got to take quite a few things off the engine, including injectors, fuel lines, and all that kind of stuff. So thankfully it's under warranty, because it's going to be time consuming, labor intensive, and very expensive. So, you know, thankfully it's under warranty. But heads up for that, if you see an oil leak on your new diesel engine in your Jeep Wrangler, or if you get a Jeep Gladiator with the EcoDiesel when it comes out later this year or next spring, or a Ram with the EcoDiesel, the Gen 3 engine does have the possibility of an oil leak around the timing cover, I guess like the Gen 2 engines used to do. So if you see that, you might want to get your tech to check it out. But that's the latest. It's going to be at least a week before I get the truck back, but at least we have some diagnosis now and kind of know what happened to it. So anyhow, that's it for now. When I get the truck back next week, we'll see how it goes and I'll give you an update. But it's a shame, you know, it's a real shame. I was hoping not to have any kind of issues with this truck. You know, I was hoping that these Gen 3 motors were going to be bulletproof, but looks like they're going to have some teething issues. You know, it's pretty common on these things, unfortunately. They had some pretty serious issues with the second gen motor, and they went back to the drawing board. This Gen 3 engine's 80% new, and I guess they didn't fix everything, huh? That's the way it goes. But for now, I'm gonna let you guys go. I gotta go eat dinner, but I just wanted to give you an update. Thanks for watching, and I'll let you know how it goes next week. Thanks. Woo-wee! So here's the project vehicle we drug in here yesterday. This is a 95 GT convertible, one of the last original 302 motor Mustangs that came off the line in the spring of 95. It's got a few little issues. On the other side, we got some body dings. It's dirty. It's got to be buffed and cleaned up, but the interior looks pretty good on this thing for a 25-year-old car, and it's only got a little over 70,000 miles on it. So whoever had it before me took pretty decent care of it. You can see a little bit of door trim peeling back there. You know, there's some minor stuff on it, but in the state of Kentucky, this is considered to be a historic vehicle at this point. So can't really expect it to be perfect, but this is going to be an awesome little project car. We're going to soup it up just a little bit and take it out to some car cruises and stuff like that. Plus, I've always wanted a convertible. You know, I've always wanted something I could drop the top and cruise through town on a nice day in. So, be a side toy once we get it ready to go.